And now the show is happy to bring you.
I'm pissed about it.
And Thor is out.
Have some respect.
Thor's Midweek Meltdown.
Thor's Midweek Meltdown.
Now, when the Midweek Meltdown was formed, it was basically for a space for him to complain about stuff. Because he loves to complain about everything.
Yeah.
But now he's taken on issues. And a lot of these issues have actually, we've seen some change come about.
Like Obama in 2008.
Wild.
Has Thor become a man of the people?
Huh?
I feel like I have.
Where now all of a sudden people are sending him like subjects and issues that they want him to like talk about and rant about. Really?
Like legit life-changing issues for them.
It's crazy.
And usually it works.
This guy is...
The only change we were hoping for was that we would have to hear less complaining off the air.
Yeah, that's it.
I never saw all this coming.
City on my shoulders, guys.
But what?
You haven't had a Giants rant this year. Have you noticed that? Haven't had a Giants
Oh, you
rant.
saving
We're
it
8
up?
months in.
You only get one a year.
But I mean,
I'm saving it. Usually, last year I did it in January.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
think it was one of your first rants of the year.
Yeah.
Can this go off the air too? Because
Oh, that's a different story.
then he'll
Hey,
lose
you
it.
brought up Calvin Austin, buddy. Okay,
That
so
was-
I
yeah,
let
that was off the
I
air.
let you know.
Okay, all right.
But that's not what we're
Does
talking
this
about.
count?
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
This wasn't really on my radar.
Yeah?
But a listener emailed it to me.
Here we go.
I have this one listener that DMs me all this stuff, which is great. But he's really locked in.
You love
Some of the
it.
stuff I'm just like, what?
Oh.
Like there's a new law that you can't like plant like flowers next to your house. Have you seen this? It's a new California law. That's going because it's for fires.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't care about that.
Oh.
That doesn't bother me. But this bothered me when I started doing some research. And then I had about 10 to 15 people DM me about this. And have you heard about the new California replacement tire law?
No.
So basically, you go and you want to get your tires, the tread's low.
Yeah, I need new tires right now.
Same.
And
Same.
You still do.
wow.
You asked me about that like 3
that
months
was a
ago.
long time
Yeah, I
ago.
haven't handled it
Right.
yet.
Emily.
That's really not good. You know how much gas you're losing?
Oh, wow.
That's
That's
not
how
good.
unsafe it is.
Well, yeah,
They're not
it's-
that bad
They're
yet.
bald.
They're not bald.
Wow.
They're fine.
That was months
So
ago.
anyway,
Per quarter?
you go to a place. For me, cheapest tires. I don't care.
Oh.
Throw them on the car.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Especially our truck. Like our truck's a pain in the ass.
Must be
So we started
expensive.
getting used tires. They're like 70 to 80% still good.
Yeah.
Because they're a lot cheaper.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
even know that was a thing.
California
Yeah.
has
That's
decided no more Thor.
What?
Because
They said that
passed,
directly to you?
They passed this law that goes into effect in 2029 and will last until 2033. So it starts in 2029 and then more changes will be made. And then by 2033, it will be fully in effect. And the California Energy Commission decided this is what they were going to do. And you're just like, what? Like, why is this necessary? So let me try to break this down as coherent as possible. There's a two-phased approach aimed at phasing out the sale of certain energy efficiency standards based on rolling resistance. So the rolling resistance means how much energy a tire uses as it rolls down the road. Lower resistance means a vehicle uses less gas or electricity. So new cars come with energy efficient tires, but consumers typically replace those, like I just said, with higher rolling resistant tires because they're cheaper.
Cheaper
right?
tires. Yeah.
So the resistance gap is what regulators are trying to narrow. So they're doing a first phase, which begins in 2029, and a second phase, which begins in 2023. So that basically means that the cheaper tires that we like to buy, or the used tires, 70% of that is going to be wiped out, and you're going to have to get like the special California certified tires, which is going to cost, California saying not that much more, but please, it's going to cost a lot more to buy tires, and you won't be able to get the other tires. It's not one of these things of like, well, the cops are going to pull me over. They won't know. It's one of these things like I went to buy a generator recently. And I don't know if you know this, because we live in California, the greenest place in the world, apparently, we can't just buy any old generator. We have to buy a California certified generator. Well, the California certified generators are hundreds of dollars more. So I go online, I see a generator, and I'm like, oh, this would be great. And it's blacked out, and it says can't buy, you live in California. But here's one that's $300 more that you can buy because they slap on that California sticker. So that's what this tire thing is. And what's crazy about this is, though, Eddie, we're the only state.
Eddie, watch out.
We're the only state in the country that's about to do this. The only state. So for California to say, well, you're going to have these energy efficient tires, so you're going to save money on gas, you're going to save money on this and that. That's great. But do you really think the tire companies, Michelin, Bridgestone, all these, Taka, you really think that's a tires reference?
That's a solid reference.
Thank you. If you watch Tires, you're dying right now. Thank you.
What?
If you really think these companies are going to go, oh, we're going to keep our prices the same just for California? Of course they're not going to do that. They're going to screw us. And honestly, the tire companies are kind of saying that because they're fighting back. So who brought this up? Why did this happen? Well, in 2003, this was brought up as a law. 23 years went by, and then for some reason, Nancy Skinner got involved.
Who? Nancy?
Nancy Skinner.
Who the hell's that?
Yeah.
Skinner.
Who is
Nancy Skinner. Old Nance is on the CEC, which I already said is the California Energy Commission.
Okay.
She was appointed by New Scum.
Can you shut your mouth?
Typical.
Can you shut up? So
And
stupid.
he appointed her,
Yeah.
and she decided that she
Did
thought
she put her
this
hands
was-
on her hips like that?
She decided
That's
that
sassy.
she
Skinner.
she decided she thought this would be a good idea. So when they went to vote, the head of the commission, the chairman of the CEC, said before the vote he had no idea about this legislation and didn't know anything about it. And until Nancy brought it up. If that's true, why are you voting on it, you jackass?
Oh.
Like, wouldn't you want to know more information?
Do a little research.
Do you just trust Nance?
I guess he does.
It's mind blowing. You're voting on something you have no idea about until Nancy brought it up, and it's so naive of these people to think that, oh, well, it's going to be less CO2 emission and there's going to be less gas and everything's just going to be all magical. It's one of the crazier things I ever heard. And so I started digging real deep, Eddie.
No.
Deeper than this?
I started digging real
Deep
deep.
already.
This guy's got a
You
lot
already
of
know about
notes.
Nancy Skinner.
Yeah,
How
that's
does it get any
wild.
deeper than that?
I started digging real deep,
no.
guys.
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
Because I'm like, somebody's got to be making money off the top because they're going to jack up these prices of tires, but they're not making money off the top.
What?
You know what they're going to make money off of?
Huh.
Notoriety. You know why? Because guess what's coming up in 2 years?
Huh.
The presidential election, right?
Oh, yeah.
And from what I hear, New Scum
Okay, can you stop with
wants
that?
to run for
Oh,
president,
great.
Yeah,
right?
that's the word on the street.
And Nancy, she knows this. This is just my wild conspiracy theory,
Oh,
but I
so
think it's
there's
right.
no.
So
What are you digging deep in?
the only state to do this in the United States is California.
Mm-hmm.
California is like the biggest state for cars. So the California effect is what people are saying. By passing the law in California, it's going to force national change because these tire companies are going to say, well, we're going to have to make these tires for California. California has more tires than every other state in the union, so we might as well just make these tires for everyone. And then they've passed this law, and then who's the face of this law? Nancy Skinner. Who appointed Nancy Skinner? Gavin Newsom. And then next thing you know, that's a pat on the back to placate all the environmentalists out there who
Why'd you
think this
finger
is a
quote?
great idea.
Environmentalists.
The radical left.
Okay, you're
This
being
is a
weird
great
now.
idea.
You're being weird now.
So that's the real reason this is going down in my eyes. And it's going to cost us, the consumer, a lot of money. Because think about it, Emily. You pay what, $1,000 for those tires,
Yeah,
right?
they'll say
Overall?
like it's $1,300.
I would be shocked if in 2029 you don't have the same Bronco and those tires don't cost double because they need to. And what sucks is every car is different, right?
Right.
So this like rolling resistance of a basic car like a Honda Civic is great, but what if you have a truck? What if you haul? Those tires wear out so quick. So yeah, you may save a couple dollars at the pump, but you're going to constantly have to buy new tires because you're hauling a horse trailer or an RV trailer.
This is very specific to you.
Thank
these are
you.
both
And then they
things he
asked
has.
Gavin
Or things
Newsom.
he has.
They asked Gavin Newsom, "Hey, what do you think about all this? This is pretty crazy, Gav."
Gav?
Yeah.
And
Someone
Gavin's
called him
response
Gav?
was, Gav's response was, "Seems like a good return on investment for me." That's what you say? That's all you got to say to this? You trust Nance that much? There's nothing we can
Nance
really
and
do
Gav.
about it.
I mean, it's good for the environment, though. I mean,
radical left.
I guess
left.
when you're rich, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean,
guess
it's-
when you're rich and you could just throw money around on tires, it doesn't matter.
it sucks, but
She burns them in her backyard.
we buy a
She does.
car.
She's burning
really
used
bad.
tires and money.
I'm not burning tires. That's horrible for the environment. You buy a car that says it gets this many miles per gallon. So if you replace it with cheap ass tires, then it's no longer getting that. So we have to stay at that same standard because we're California and we're saving the world.
Oh boy.
That's what we're doing.
Again, to me, with the environmental stuff, I understand what you're saying, but until China and India, which has the largest population of humans and the largest output of carbon in the world, start making changes, what we do here isn't going to matter.
We can't set a good example. We can't be the leader. We can't be the.
Has India done
Well,
anything
we
to
can't
change
start
that?
with
We
change.
can, Sky.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't cost us more
And it will.
to change the world. And if we were really like interested in wanting to do that, it should be not costing more. It should be less.
Well, but why?
That's the right thing to do.
But why are we then even setting standards on cars for miles per gallon? Because once you change the tires, that number's out the window. Like, we have a thing here in California of cars need to be a certain amount fuel efficient. But once you change the tires, that number is all jacked up, and
Not
that's just
really. It's all
that's
about-
just what they're
you're-
saying.
you're
You need to keep
confused.
that number the same.
Because driving habits by everybody is so different. Like the way I drive my EV is completely different than the way my buddy Jeff drives his EV. So our miles per gallon are always going to be different. I'd rather have a little less miles per gallon than not pay an extra $1,000 for tires. And politicians are lying to you if you really believe it's not going to be that much more for tires. It's a lie. Look how much more it is for generators. It's a couple $100 more for generators.
Sorry, I love Mother Earth. Sorry.
But hey, Gavin
I'm
Newsom
sorry.
says
Oh,
no.
the return on investment seems good.
What about Nance?
Nancy Skinner. Why would you change a 23-year-old law? What's the point of that?
Nance for VP?
23.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Nance is going to be our
That's what
VP?
we're doing.
So I don't know. We're screwed, man. There's nothing really to
Look at
do
this
about
guy.
this. It's not a local level issue.
Yep.
I mean, we could all protest, but I don't know what that's going to do. Maybe we could do like I don't
what?
know.
What are we going to do?
but this guy's for it.
Sky's full. Of course
Well,
she
I'm
is.
just saying. We
Again,
got to watch.
when you're rich.
We got to love the
When you're
environment.
rich, you don't care.
We got to love the environment.
She rides in rickshaws.
I don't
That's
ride in
pull it.
rickshaws.
Sky.
I mean, very fuel efficient, if we're being
that's crazy.
honest. No CO2 emissions there.